Well, good evening, and thanks for checking in. And hey, we've got a sunny evening. We've got a sunny evening against all odds. But yeah, don't look too closely at blizzard. We were out green laning yesterday, and it's a bit filthy. So I think it's time for the power wash. Anyway, about this video. It's a bit of an extra one, I suppose, really. As you're probably aware, I was away last week. I was in Spain with it's a family trip, no bikes involved, and but regular viewers might remember from my trip last year in Spain, I rocked up at a motorbike museum just outside Benidorm, of all places, and the only day of the week that museum was closed was Saturday. I was there on a Saturday, so it was closed. But on this trip last week, I decided I was going to make an effort. I wanted to show the others the museum anyway. My daughter and her husband, he's a biker, so we went up there and it was open, and I thought, you know what, I'll do a little video inside so people can see what I'm bumping my gums about. So I've done that basically. So yeah, there's no blizzard, no Daisy, just myself and the museum and the showpieces inside there. Fascinating museum, great situation, lovely place. So that's what it is. So it's fairly short from by my standards anyway. So have a look through, see what you think. And I didn't really finish it off properly, so like I always say at the end of my videos, just if you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you've not already subscribed, then subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, you know, it's free and it does help me. And yes, of course, notification bell. People aren't getting the notifications sometimes because I've done it myself, to be honest. I just haven't pressed the notification bell. So anyway, so yeah, see what you think, and I'll leave you to watch it through. See you next time. So here we are, at long last, at the Museo Vehículos Históricos, the motorbike museum at Guadalest, just short of Guadalest. As you can see, it's a very popular place. And of course this is a second attempt, because when I came last year it was the one day of the week that it was closed. So I'm here again, not on my own, not on a bike either, unfortunately, in a Nissan Duke. There we go, and it is fascinating. We'll go inside. This place is absolutely fascinating. There's a massive number of Ducatis. We move on to MVs. Some makes I've never heard of, really obscure. Some really decent looking racing machinery, NBA, all names from the past. And then of course Bull Taco. This is the name that Barry Sheen cut his racing teeth on. Property of Senior Bolto. His dad Franco was very close to Signor Bulto. It's a fascinating place. And then Riccardo Tormo, local racer, local boy done good. This was unexpected, this visit was, but Tabor, never heard of it. What an amazing place. Look at some of these little bikes. Montesa. I had the use of a Montesa Cota 250, but I kept breaking levers and mud carts, and it was costing me too much. I was never going to make a trials rider. Military Montesa. And across here, Silco, BSA M22. I can't recall ever seeing an M22. What a beautiful machine though, with a very stylish sidecar. And the ubiquitous Triumph. That is either a Daytona or a Bonneville. Twin carb anyway. Triumph flat tank. And a twin port Royal Enfield 500. First time I've seen one of those as well. Cleveland. Side valve BSA. And a Velocet LE moddy bike. Now this is Henderson 4, 1916. Two Americans went round the world on one of these, and one dropped out, and I can't remember the name of the remote. I'll come up with it. Ossa. Back in the 70s, the three makes to have were Ossa, Montesa and Bultaco in the trials game. All Spanish. And that's like my first scooter, a Lambretta LD. But these were made under license here in Spain as long back as the 1950s. Sanglass and the Benelli 6. An overgrown Honda 4. More Bultacos. Hardly surprising given where we are. Matrala. All names to play with. And that's local, that picture is, that's Guadalest in the background. Isetta. Bubble cart. Or Vespa with a sidecar. Piaggio Vespa 400 engine in this little car. And this, of course, is a Messerschmitt. And then the Motor Guzzi's that were built under license. A lot of these were built under license here in Spain. Motor Guzzi Hispania. Red is the proper colour for Motor Guzzi, it really is. And then we've got this Giaporto basically an overgrown Honda 754. Jap Auto with Honda 4. Big name in endurance racing back in the 70s. Peugeot. Military sidecar outfits. BMW. Copied by the Russians eventually. Then we have the Americans, Indian, Harley Davidsons. Absolutely magnificent place. Glad we got in this time anyway. Cheers.